Welcome, Aquarius, Pisces, to your end of the month reading for March. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, my friends, let's see what's going on with you at the end of the month. Pisces. Pisces. Best message for Aquarius, Pisces, please, is what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. We are using the Akashic Record card, so a lot of times it's more the energy surrounding you, I've noticed. So let's see. There we go. Views of ego upside down. This is talking about you understanding that this person around you was pretty much intolerable. And you are very aware of their misdeeds. Yeah. You have come to the conclusion that this person is unlikely to change. You have been delaying the inevitable, probably waiting for them to change. But now you've been kind of like taking a closer look in the mirror, kind of at yourself and saying, hey, you know what? Do I need to stay or do I need to go? Doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is. You're just realizing that this person is not going to change for you, right? Or even for themselves, not for nobody. And you pretty much, there was a lot of hope that was going off of this, you guys. A lot of hope. It was like you kept the hope alive for so long. Maybe in some ways, some of you were afraid to step away from this situation, step away from them. You love them. You want this to work. You enjoy being around them, but not all the time, right? Because they had so much, it just could be ego, right? In itself. It seemed, you know, they could be self-absorbed, things of this nature. But it's pretty much kind of like looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, well, how long is this going to last? How long am I going to take this? How long am I going to allow this, them to treat me this way? They're obviously not changing, so something has to give. And you've pretty much given up on the situation, or you're getting ready to, because you're done. Maybe they told you at one time they were going to change, and they never did. Some of you maybe even got worse. However it is, you're just done. You've given a lot, and it feels like there was a lot of loyalty from you to this person. And it's just the views of you understanding no more. Taking your power back, firm foundations, yes, getting your power back, taking back your writs, keeping yourself stable. And it does feel like it's very destabilizing, this relationship. It could be a friend, a family member, love relationship, whoever it is. But you're realizing this is not happening, right? This isn't going to happen anymore. You can only give and give and give while they just continue to keep taking. And that is really what that card is about. I give a lot of attention and they take it all away from me. You know? They can't give it back either. Never can give back. Not the way you want it. And remember, for the cross watcher, this could be the other way around. Yes, the Aqua Pisces that you're involved with could be the person. Yeah, your sacral chakra is closing. It's saying you can't anymore. Because it feels like, you know, in the presence, it's just like, you know what, I said I can, I said I can, I said I can, but because of their energy, it keeps knocking that chakra back. So the only thing that you can do now is walk away, because you know that you've done everything, right? You put the desire in, you've desired to help them change, you probably did a lot of praying, you did everything, and it's not happening. So that's just saying that the intent of the desire is upside down. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. Wow, a lot of chakras coming up. You gave, look at that. You gave a lot of heart over here. A lot of heart to this person. Yeah, moving on in the near future. Yeah, definitely moving on. It's like you can only love so much. But when they continue to keep taking from you, your heart can only handle so much, right? You had the compassion. You gave what you needed. So, going straight into the recent past over here. Clarify on the heart chakra. Four of Coins. I give and give and give. It's almost like I gave two. I wanted you to give two back. You didn't. How much more do I give? I gave you money. I gave you this. I gave you love. Patiently planning. It's almost like you were patiently waiting. It was like you were planting seeds towards this person, giving them all this love, and you were waiting for them to give something back. It just doesn't feel like the fruit ever ripened the way you wanted it to. Maybe the fruit came out disfigured, right? Because they could only give back so much. Yeah. So you become over emotional to the situation and they knock you off balance. Perceiving them too to be cold and calculating, almost to the point where it's like, you know, maybe they're even making you cold and calculating on leaving. However it is, somebody's cold and calculating. So, and there's this overall sadness, sorrow. It's almost to the point where you've made me cold and calculating and you're bringing in this sorrow within me. I'm actually becoming very sad. And it almost just feels like a sad situation, right? Just the overall energy is a sad situation because I keep giving to you and you just do not see it, what I'm doing. In fact, yeah, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarius. This is my Gemini card. It's almost to the point where, you know, you guys, you might be dealing with some kind of narcissist or egomatic person because it's showing to me that this doesn't even affect them at all. At any given time, it's almost like you're upset about the situation and they're kind of like, why are you so upset? What's wrong with you? It's like they're hardened. They're hardened. You want them to come talk to you. You want the negotiation. You want them to open up the love to you. You want the messages of love, but they're, you know, so cold. And here it is. They're icy cold to you as well. They don't see why you're so upset. They can't figure this out. Why are you so upset? What's wrong with you? Why are you so over emotional? So you're just saying, I can't do this anymore. Take it how it resonates. Right? What's wrong with you? That's what I keep hearing. Like, what's wrong with you? It's like, yeah, you're saying, I can't do this devil energy anymore. I can't take the toxicity anymore. You're hurting me. It's mind over matter now with the devil over here. You're definitely getting the mind over matter. You're perceiving things. You're getting back to your firm foundations where you want to feel stable within this relationship, within this person. You're just, you know, you're starting to kind of, yeah, you're definitely with Page of Cups. You're so loyal to this person, but you're also kind of waking up to the ideas that this is more of a setback than it is doing anything. They're not going to change. So these cards are kind of clarifying on this energy right here is saying, yeah, I was so loyal to you, but I am waking up. I understand the toxicities. I understand I can't do this anymore. So logically thinking, you know, and emotionally thinking, bringing in both of those because you're Aqua Pisces. Yes, I even see it within the cards. Logically, you're saying, I can't do this. Emotionally, it's like you're killing me inside, right? I was so loyal to you. I did everything for you. When you just kept pushing me back, you didn't see anything good that I was doing. So if you were planting seeds and giving them good things, and it doesn't even have to be material, it could just be emotions and love and things of this nature. It's like they took it for granted. And that's how you're feeling with the Seven of Cups and the Fool. Ooh, yeah. The Seven of Cups coming over here on top of that Fool is really trying to tell us that it was unrealistic. It was almost like it was on a foolish whim, you know, and you're done with it. You're done being on the foolish whim. You're done being taken a fool. And that's really what it feels like, you know, because it's almost like it's fool's play now. So, you know, there could have been with a Fool over here. I mean, you know, there's definitely love, you know, there could have been some over love. There could have been a little mania to the relationship, trying to get them to, you know, come towards you the way you wanted them to, causing mania for sure, because you had all this passion. But I think in the end, you know, you're starting to come to a conclusion. Maybe they only had, you know, some kind of an infatuation more with you at one time, and it was never really love what you're giving, right? But there's definitely some infatuation here. So maybe you were infatuated with him a little more by trying to give, you know, that's where the mania is kind of coming in. So much passion that you're trying to give out, and they just can't give it back. And maybe that's what this whole thing is. Maybe it just all started with infatuation, but you have to take the risk now, you know, to get to where you need to be. And you know this. You know, you're thinking about it over here. Yeah, because you're not going to see your ships coming in with this person. This person is not that. It almost feels like you're more infatuated with them than they are you. They could leave at any moment and not have them really affected at this at all with the King, with the Knight of Cups. You guys could be dealing with another, like a Scorpio, or it doesn't matter who you're dealing with, but it feels like they could just turn the tides any second and not really be that affected by this situation. Narcissism or emotional immaturity, something of this nature, because the Knight of Cups is saying it doesn't really affect me that much because I don't really see a whole lot coming in for us anyways. That's what your person is saying. They're saying that it doesn't really affect me that much. It's fine. Ego much? I think you know that though anyways. It's almost more like you're kind of holding on to something that they're not really into, you know, they're barely there. Like holding on to a rag doll. 8 of Coins. They kind of are looking out, doing their own thing. Anyways, they're kind of out there doing their own thing. They're more worried about something on the outside, work, something else, than they are worried about what you're doing. And that could be another reason why maybe they're kind of cold, stiff, withdrawn, not really giving you the attention you need, but yet you keep trying to give them all this love, but they seem kind of withdrawn, lack of ambition. But this is also a card, you guys, of vanity, excuse me, conceit. And that's that ego. They're a little too conceited anyways. They don't really, and there's lack of ambition within the relationship. It might even be lack of ambition for life. Maybe you know that too. Like, you know what, they need to get a job. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where you're giving all the money. Maybe that's where all that money's coming from, is because they, you know, not listening to you about getting a job. But it does show that, you know, you do love and adore them deep down inside. But I do not see that for them. For them, it's lack of ambition. They care more about themselves than they do anybody on this planet. That's why it's very conceited. They have a very conceited way of being. Yes, for them, they are power. They see themselves as powerful. They are who they are. This is definitely a well-rounded person who has a lot of, you might even see them as having a lot of self-expression, but I also see it as being very conceited as well, because you might be dealing with a Leo, but they do believe that they are the center of the universe, where that ego is coming in. So if they're coming in as the Queen of Wands, that's showing me right away. They don't really care about a whole lot of people, because they already put themselves into the limelight. It's all about them. So they can't really give you the love that you want to give, you know, them with the Queen of Cups, because they, love themselves more than they love anybody else. Let's just put it that way, right? Moving on over here. So it's time, you know. Spirit says the best thing to do in the near future is to move on. That is the best outcome. To keep your own sanity, to keep your own, having a tower and moving on and bailing out from the relationship with the Six of Swords, which is moving on again. Do some self-reflection within yourself so that you can get recognized by the right people, and putting yourself out there with the Ace of Coins, because you have other people that could, you know, recognize, you know, your worth. Recognizing your own worth. Do this for your own worth. You are more worthy than this whole situation, because they're not recognizing your worth. That's really what this whole situation really comes down to, my friends, is they don't recognize your worth because they're too stuck on their selves. When you're so stuck in your own head and your own self and you're so awesome, how are you going to see anybody else as being awesome? Oh, well, yeah, you did something great, but guess what? I did something greater. So do they always do this? Do they always throw you under the bus? And, you know, oh my gosh, and then you have that one. Yes. The one that is, yeah, that's great that you did that. I did that 5 years ago. Good for you. Who gives a crap what you did 5 years ago? And it's almost like they keep bringing up the past awesomeness. What did you do today? Nothing. Not a damn thing. You haven't done nothing in 5 years. That's for somebody who actually has lack of ambition, because they think they're so awesome that they just allow women or men to make them a pillow princess, and they're just going to sit around the house and be, you know, Peg Bundy, male or female, but they're always going to, like, every time you do something awesome, to be like, yeah, I did that 5 years ago. It's like, that's great, because you haven't done shit in the last 5. You know, you haven't done shit this year. Put it that way, right? That's wonderful. That's wonderful, because you sat over here and twiddled, you know, built a puzzle for the last year. So that's wonderful that you did that. And thanks for throwing me into the bus like that, you know, so you can't even see my own accomplishments and how awesome I was when I planted seeds over here and did something amazing. Yeah. So yeah, you can have the recognition and rewards of your own Ace of Coins, and you have the loyalty back to yourself without having this person sit over here and whatever they're doing. It feels like it's crunch time for you in many ways with the Seven of Cups. And it feels like you have a lot of things that are going on that are getting ready to go on for you. A lot of doors are going to be opening, a lot of things going on. And this person is just the devil, you know? They never see your accomplishments. They never can give love back. Just everything. So take it how it resonates. It might be all for everybody, right? You can now work on your dreams and going after what you want to do without having to feel like you're, God, for some of you, I may even say babysitting for some of you. Babysitting a narcissist. Interesting. Interesting. That's very interesting. Wow. Yeah, and you'll be able to get your total strength back to where you feel like this person may have taken something away from you. Because I do believe that they did take something away from you. You know, however you want to see what they took away. Because no matter what, with an energy like this, they're still, you know, like energy vampires. One way or another, they're taking something away from you. So now you're going to gain that strength back to get back whatever you feel they stole. Okay? And that was it from you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.